Yo, what's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy, Fuster King. As always, man, thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I got notes, and I want you guys to hang around to the end of this video because I got something cool for tomorrow that you guys will definitely want to see. I got a live stream. I'm going live with somebody, and I'm not going to say who, but we'll talk about it at the end of this video. This is just a little teaser, so you guys hang around for the whole video. Listen, OTA recap week 2. What is OTAs? It's install. They're running around a lot of 7-on-7 now. 7-on-7 is big. I coach. I do 7-on-7. You get your passing concepts in. You get timing with the receivers. The DBs start communicating, doing all that sorts of thing. And you can see scheme-wise what the team wants to be. And obviously reporters aren't going to talk about that type of stuff, but personnel groupings, you start to get a feel of that. You didn't like hearing that Schoonmaker was in a walking boot, but they're saying it's nothing big. But injuries was a concern for him. And it was crazy because I was just going to do a video on him being a starter, well, working with the ones already. But I think they're going to be very, very cautious with him, as they should. But I got about 7 takeaways from week 2, just recapping some things that really kind of saying, this is interesting in a good or a bad way. Now, number 1, and I just want to start with this one. Tyler Smith is your left tackle. It's clear that when they come out with the ones, Tyron Smith is playing right, Tyler Smith is playing left. Left guard is going to be a turnstile. Not a turnstile, but it's going to be a flip of the coin, and who can win that job? And that's what you want. Let's get a little competition there. These guys know what it should look like, right? But you want to make somebody take that job. Tyler Smith, yes, he can play left guard. He helps you at left tackle. All right, so the coaching staff, Schottenheimer and those guys, Mike McCarthy, they'll have to figure out who is going to be that left guard, and I think that they will. But for right now, I heard that Waletzko was getting some reps at left guard. That's fine, but Tyler Smith is your left tackle, and I think that's the right thing. He's so young. He's going to continue to get better. Right now, where he's at in his progression, he may be farther along than where Tyron Smith was as a 21-year-old, 20-year-old. So Tyler Smith is your left tackle, and I'm excited that the Cowboys, they seem to get that. Hendershot's mental breakdowns. So it's been reported that there was a 7-on-7 period. Hendershot drops the ball. Eric Scott picks the ball off. Now, in that same breath, Hendershot needs to understand that, hey, the Cowboys are trying to replace you. You need to go out here and make yourself unreplaceable. Everything's getting written down. Even at OTAs, you don't want to have these mental breakdowns, these drops, these picks. The interceptions surrounding Dak, that topic has been like a real thing. We need to kind of get a hold of that thing. And I think that Hendershot needs to do himself a favor because he had breakdowns. The Tennessee game comes down, reminds me. It's something that I remember, right? That Tennessee game, I was like, oh, he's not blocking correctly. He's not where he's supposed to be. You know, the drop in the, I think he had a big drop in the Jacksonville game as well. He wasn't where he's supposed to be in. So it's just things like that that it's starting to be like, okay, is this who you are? Like, are you a guy that's going to continuously have issues when it comes to your IQ being where you're supposed to be, drops? These are just focus drops. And I think Hendershot he has all the talent in the world. He does. I mean, he can stretch the field. He can do some nice things. Him and Fergie. But like with Hendershot, I think he needs to lock in, slow down, catch the ball. All those things matter. And trust me, they are taking notes. In the same breath, Eric Scott is starting on the edge. I think that the Cowboys are done with the shine right, and I think they're trying to find a way to right the wrongs of Boss Man Fat. But really and truthfully, how much is Boss Man Fat? How much is Kelvin Joseph really going to play? Now, he was a 5-star safety coming out of high school, but the writing is on the wall for these guys. Bland was opposite of Scott. They're not playing around, and this is the message that needs to be sent. Your job is not safe. You better come to work every day to compete. I said this about the linebacker room on Twitter. Nobody's job is safe. Okay, Overshown was drafted for a reason. He was drafted to do what? Push Damone Clark. Damone Clark had a nice rookie year coming off of that injury in college. I get that. He's still going to push him. He's going to push LVE. Jabril Cox, we don't know what he is, but he is going to push that room, and I think he should. And as far as the cornerbacks go, it's clear. Behind Diggs and Stephon Gilmore, who are the 1 and the 2, and that's that on that. And we expect those two to have a great year. Barring injury, Bland is going on the edge, and it looks like Scott is going on the edge. And the fact that he's already making plays, getting his name in the paper, taking a pick, it was a bounce off of Hendershot's hands, great. Scott, you're in the right place at the right time. He takes it back for a touchdown. That's all you can do. Do what you're supposed to do every day. Nobody in Cowboys Nation knew you. Who cares? We didn't know who Anthony Brown was. We didn't know who Deron Bland was. They came in and they made plays. Make plays when you're supposed to make plays. I like that. The fact that Mike McCarthy mentioned Jalen Tober and Sam Williams, but more so Jalen Tober. Jalen Tober is interesting for me because I was very, very high on the player coming into Dallas. Coming out of South Alabama, you saw some nice things out of the player. But it was just like he couldn't get his confidence right. And Mike McCarthy specifically said, you see a player take that year 2 jump. If he can push, and really be where he's supposed to be for that 4th receiver situation, maybe when Michael Gallup does get hurt, there is no drop-off. But because I do think that, let me not say does. Maybe if there's an injury to either Gallup or Cooks, maybe Tober does step in. This is how it works. But you got to take these baby steps. And the fact that McCarthy, the head coach, mentioned him and said, okay, because trust me, if it wasn't looking right, he's not getting mentioned. McCarthy is a very calculated guy. Pittsburgh guy is a straight shooter, right? The fact that he did mention him, that means a lot to me because I'm like, okay, was my evaluation wrong? No. It's just, let's slow things down. Tober got with Dak all off season. You like to hear those types of things. And that just means the world to me. And then the fact that Micah Parsons said he's going to play 8 positions. And if it was anybody else, I wouldn't believe it. But the fact that, why is my dog going crazy? Hold on. Pause real quick. Panda, quiet. Quiet. Come here, you want to be on camera? Come here, girl. Come here. Panda wants to be on camera, y'all. Let me bring her. She's a big girl now. Ugh. All right, she's probably bigger than me. The fact that Mike McCarthy mentioned them by name, right? Mentions them by name, and if the confidence is right, because it's like I didn't know. Okay, Panda. Okay. You going back outside? Go. Stop barking so much. God. If he can continue to just put good days together, I think it'll be a good thing. Now, my dog barking, all that type of stuff, real time, no cut, no edit, because I want to get this out to y'all. Guys, I will have John Machota of The Athletic on the channel tomorrow, talking about OTAs, talking about what he's seeing, talking about his recap of the draft, talking about all the things he's doing for The Athletic and all the writing he's been doing and covering the team. So I need you guys to tap in tomorrow. It'll be at 7 p.m. Let's get the views up. This is really my only promo for it, but you know how we do it over here, just straight grassroots. I'm going to be asking some good questions, some tough questions. I'm not going to let him off the hook. He's on the beat with this team, so it'll be interesting to get him on the channel. Much love to him for coming on, and I want you guys on this channel tomorrow at 7 p.m. All right, it's your boy Foots, OTA recap, 7 things. You guys send this video around. Peace. Panda, I love you.